Hello viewers, you're watching the Youth Dialogue and I am your host Jenna Vasonko. So we had a bit of a break for 2 weeks due to some reasons beyond our control, but it's always good to be back. So today we have for you the 2020 graduation ceremony that happened at Q City. I have one of the graduates here with me, JC Da Costa, to talk to me about his university journey. I also have inserts of the event itself that took place at Q City. I interviewed a lot of graduates and they also spoke to me about their motivation as well as their university journey. Aside from that, JC Da Costa was able to bag an award during the Yali that took place in 2019 in Ghana. So we'll discuss all of these things right here on the Youth Dialogue. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Viewers, welcome from that short break. Like I mentioned in the introduction, today our guest is JC Da Costa, and he's somebody that we tried to get on the show several times and it never materialized. So I tend to believe that when the time comes, when the right time comes, it definitely happens. And we have you here today. Congratulations, you're part of the graduates for 2020 from the University of the Gambia, Economics and Public Administration. We're so proud of you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that everybody says, University of the Gambia, that's challenging. It's something that is really challenging, but exciting in a way. So talk to us about your university journey.
My university journey started in September 2015. At the time, I was actually going to the Gambia College, so I actually started off from there, and I came in, and it was very tough. One of the classes I will remember is my pre-calculus class. It was really tough. I had to come to class and be staring at the lecturer like this. Nothing was coming in.
Yeah.
And it's been like 4 years of hard work, 4 years of studying with friends, making sure that we helped each other to understand the concepts that surrounded economics. And it is really, really 4 years I would definitely live to remember. And I have friends who have started with me but could not end. Others, the misfortune of death would come and grab them and take them away, and others were sick and stuff. So I would definitely just want to thank God for this opportunity, and I think it wasn't that I was too good to witness the 4 years pass and actually ending up with something that was desirable.
Okay.
Yes.
And I know economics and public administration is your area. So
Yes.
why did you decide to venture into that?
Economics, it's something that is cross-cutting. Economics deals with resource allocation, as I mentioned in the graduation day, and it also talks about how do you efficiently allocate resources. I'm interested in planning, and as a planner, you need economics to be able to plan well, to plan effectively. You plan on human capacity development, you plan on resource allocations, you plan on how do you make sure an economy is vibrant and an economic growth. And public administration deals with how do you administer, of course, maybe it's a job.
Yeah.
You in administration, what do you have to do to bring about meritocracy, to bring about accountability, to bring about productivity, to bring about efficiency in a workplace? And administration will help you in making sure that the right people are in the right places, the right things are done at the right time to make sure there's growth and there's development.
Okay.
Yeah.
So JC, yo, I'm gonna see magna cum laude be, summa cum laude be, or honors be. Which is which? Which one did you have?
Magna cum laude.
Magna cum laude.
Yes.
And you can see the controversy online. People are like, University of the Gambia is very cheap. You pate magna cum laude, kumba magna cum laude, ki summa cum laude, you know. So to you, how did you have it? Because to some people, there are a lot of questions that have been raised in relation to the honors, magna cum laude and summa cum laude. So to you, what is your response in relation to that? Is it something that you worked hard for, or is it easy? Is it like economics and public administration is so cheap that you're just able to get a magna cum laude or a summa cum laude?
Oh no, I think those people are misguided in their thoughts. What they are asserting is unfounded, and I think they are not in the University of the Gambia. If anybody who has gone to the University of the Gambia, you know that the university has substance. And it is not an easy go by just wherein you just come in and just get grades anyhow. You need to work very hard for it. For me personally, I worked very hard for my magna cum laude. I started studying the first day I started UTG to the day I ended my last paper. So if anybody will sit over somewhere saying that the UTG degree or whatever distinction that we have earned for ourselves, it's not actually something that has been worked for, and I think that is very insulting, and it is not fair.
Okay, but JC, don't you think this is at your own level? Personally, because maybe you can talk for yourself how you got it, but other people have other ways. I'm not saying that is the case, but I'm just giving an example. Yeah,
most definitely. You know, people they believe in different principles. For me, I believe in honesty. I believe in hard work. I believe in keeping your integrity intact. I think if you are somebody who is going to get into public service, these are characteristics that you need to have for yourself. You need to be somebody who has integrity, that's one. You need to be somebody who has honesty. And I think university education is not only you going into university and just come out with distinction and your character has not been affected. And if you would get grades or whatever you may get at the end of the day and you do not work very hard for it, it will haunt you back.
Exactly.
So definitely don't go into something that you know that you cannot defend. Do not do something at the end of the day is going to mar your character, and that is going to be very, very shameful at the end of the day that you've earned a degree, and then I wouldn't say you earned it, you got a degree the cheapest way possible. At the end of the day, you don't feel gratified that you worked very hard for this.
I totally agree with that, JC, because just the last time I was having a conversation with Omar Wali, I'm like, hey, this magna cum laude, summa cum laude. He's like, Jainaba, this is not about the magna cum laude or the summa cum laude, but it's about, as an individual, when you're done with your university, how can you go out there and impact the world? Definitely. That is the most important thing. And you talked about defending what you got at the University of the Gambia, because if you have to get a job, it's not about the magna cum laude. You have to pass through an interview. And if you go for that interview, you have to defend what is on your paper. So I think what you talked about is very important. Your integrity as an individual, you have to be honest. Honesty is key. And then the University of the Gambia students are the ones who are going to go into public service, like you mentioned, and corruption comes into play. Definitely. So if you have dishonest people going into our public service, then we are doomed. So I think some of the things that you just mentioned is very important. As a person, you always have to maintain your integrity. You have to be honest at all times. So aside from that, talk to us about some of the challenges that are at the University of the Gambia, so that our young people out there who want to go into the University of the Gambia will fasten their seatbelts, or let's say buckle up to venture into that journey.
With the University of the Gambia, we just started over just about maybe just 20 years. There is resource challenge. UTG is constrained with the resources, and it includes materials for studies. It also includes classrooms, facilities. Students will constantly be complaining. You see somebody dragging a chair as if we are back in the 1980s, where school was very tough, that people have to bring chairs from their home. But in this case, it's not getting chairs from their home. But you have to scramble for chairs or desks or in classrooms, and that makes it a little bit inconvenient. But what I can tell you...
Well, JC, I don't think it's a little bit inconvenient, but inconvenient in a way.
Definitely. It's actually very inconvenient to say the truth. But again, we have very good lecturers that I can say UTG has good lecturers. And if you are somebody who would give it your all, you definitely come out at the end of the day smiling. And UTG also lacks a bit of maybe resources, maybe online. It's not available. And the internet here and there, it's a bit slow. There will be another blurting in the internet when you need to do research, and this stops it. And I also think one of the things that I would have loved to do was, for example, in economics, UTG should come up with a policy wherein anybody who's graduating from the UTG, you must do a thesis. I think it adds values to your degree. But I think
so. You did not do a thesis.
Yes, it's because it became very optional. At the end of the day, the resources that you need to do this thesis are not available. So that's why they decided to make it optional. But
when it comes to the School of Journalism and Digital Media, I know that thesis is compulsory. So to me, I think that having thesis being compulsory for bachelor's degree, it's a very good idea. I think it's a brilliant point, because for instance, if you want to focus on something in your master's, you can start working on it from the thesis. And when you proceed, it's just the thesis that you're going to continue with or further develop it in a way. So I think if the officials of the University of the Gambia are watching, this is a recommendation, and I think it's a very, very good one. So JC, when I attended the graduation ceremony at Q City. I did interview all the people over there, and they have interesting stories that they shared with me in relation to their journey at the University of the Gambia. So let's take a look at that, and when we come back, the conversation continues. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Interesting journey, and one journey just ended, and I know another one is about to begin. What is your name?
Oh, my name is Lamin FCC.
Lamin, how do you feel today?
Oh, I'm very, very glad today to see myself in this occasion here.
What is your area?
Oh, my area, I'm a physics. Oh, okay, I'm a physics major. Okay, and a mathematics minor too. Yeah.
Okay, why mathematics? Because to a lot of people, mathematics is so hard, and it's not an area where a lot of young people would want to venture into. Why mathematics?
Okay, that's the reason even why I choose mathematics as a field also, because I'm a teacher by profession. I was never trained to be a teacher, but because of maths, I have the zeal to go and major mathematics.
It seems my viewers want to see you, and they want to see the gown, and it looks really good on you. So back to the question, why mathematics?
Okay, mathematics is a problem in the Gambia. So that's why I choose mathematics. And the reason is that, okay, by seeing mathematics, many people thought mathematics is a difficult sub-area, but for me, it's not a difficult area. I think it's the method how people teach it. So by right now, I'm a teacher by profession, and I'm teaching mathematics in a senior secondary school since 2015. I can see in the improvement I have made in schools. That's why I choose mathematics today. And I'm proud of myself in those areas. Those who I've been teaching, they all see, the impact on them, Yeah.
I am so happy that you have that impact, because one thing that I say all the time is young people in the Gambia are brilliant, they can do it, but sometimes it's just because they're not given the opportunity. And I can see that you've been given the opportunity and you were able to impact properly. So last question, I know that in the Gambia a lot of females do not venture into mathematics because to them it's really difficult. So to all those young people out there who are females watching, what message do you have for them?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question also, and I would like to answer it in a proper manner too. Okay, by looking today, okay, the school I'm teaching, my best student in grade 10 is a female girl. So, and right now, the way I'm teaching, I put more concentration on girls than the boys, because I can see the boys are already there. So I'm bringing more girls. So this is very, very important for all the girls. They can come in and do whatever they want to do in mathematics. Mathematics isn't difficult. So girls can come in and do maths as a major also. Because by looking at the University of the Gambia, a lot of people are majoring in mathematics, and most of them are also female also. So
thank you so much. I like the energy. Congratulations. We wish you well. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Aminata, how do you feel today?
I feel really good. Very happy.
So what is your area?
Biology. Yeah.
Why biology? I mean, this is a science area, and we don't have a lot of women in STEM. So why biology as a young woman?
Well, mainly because I have almost 8 years experience in research, on laboratory research. So that
it seems that my viewers want to see you and see the gown, and it looks so good on you. So back to the question.
Yeah, I mean, it's important that we venture into such careers as women, especially Gambians, because they're very important, really important fields to be a part of.
So what next?
Master's, PhD, God knows.
PhD, wow, that's ambitious. I love that. What is your name?
Sina Wujame. Yes.
What is your area?
Biology as well.
Biology.
Yeah.
Why biology?
Because I've enjoyed science from a very early age, and why not science? It's so broad. There's so many things you can do with science. So yeah.
So what next?
As she said, masters. We did our courses together. We did everything together. So we're looking forward to getting that master's, PhD, just to impact health and do more, do our part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations. I know you're young women and you're ready to impact positively. Thank you so much and congratulations. Mr. Ade, back to you. Thank you so much, Mr. Ade. Like I said in the beginning, to me, this part is the most interesting part, whereby we will have graduates talk to us about their university journey, some of the challenges that they're facing, that they faced, and of course, the way forward from now. So what is your name?
I'm Captain Abduba of the Gambia Armed Forces, a graduate of this 2019 batch.
Which area?
School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences, Department of Public and Environmental Health. Yep.
So what motivated you to go for that?
I mean, like, it's a developmental milestone because in life you have to move from one stage to another stage. And I believe that a university degree is very important in somebody's life. This is why I decided to choose that area. And it is very relevant with regards to my work as a profession in the army because we have a population, so we have to safeguard the health of that population. And in the military, we don't compromise the health of our individuals. So this is why I decided to go into that area, even though beforehand I did a field in nursing, but now I decided to do a field also in public and environmental health, which is to protect and safeguard our troops against various kinds of infections, and for them to have a well-being in their habitat or work environment to be conducive for them. That's the main reason why I went into that area. And also it will serve in the development of the country. As you have seen, the coronavirus is spreading in other parts of the world. So our area is very important so that we work hands with other departments to see that like infections or disease organisms don't creep into our countries just like that. That is why our area is so important, public and environmental health.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can we have the next person? What is your name?
I am Mr. Usman Bijalo.
Usman, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So what is your area?
I studied mathematics and economics and been conferred a degree of Bachelor's of Science in Mathematics.
How was the journey?
Anyway, it was challenging. It was a very, very tough and rough journey. But all praise and thanks to Allah, we were able to be guided through, and with dedication, hard work, we were able to make it. And with our good lecturers, it was a very, very good ending.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so we are back with the interviews with our beautiful graduates here. What is your name?
My name is Juliet Oxperis.
What is your area?
Economics.
Why economics?
Well, basically, ever since I've been a kid, have always loved economy. And on top of that, like the world we're in right now, especially Africa, we need our economic to be structured. So I going into that field, not only majoring in economics, but also minoring in HR as well. I think I can bring both my knowledge in HR and economics to develop not only my country, but the continent as well.
Okay, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. I can see that we have a lot of females graduating, and that is extremely encouraging. What is your name?
I am Husseinatou Drame.
Husseinatou, what is your area?
I studied biology. Yeah.
Talk to us about the journey.
It's been a really difficult journey, of course, because 4 years, it's not easy, but we managed to pull through, and here we are. So yeah, I'm so glad my family pulled up. Everybody's here because it's amazing. So I'm very happy to be here. Thank you very much, Cave TV.
Yeah, thanks a lot, and congratulations.
Thank you, Miss.
All right, going forward. What is your name?
My name is Ansumana Sambo.
So, Ansumana, talk to us about university life for you.
University life, it wasn't easy, I'll be honest, because you need to struggle a lot since at the beginning, because I think of the day I started our SD, the day we started up to today, many people said this university is not recommended, you understand. So for me, even me, I think of that. But this is not true, because we have our students here who graduated here, go outside, do well there, and then come back here. If you look at our lecturers, most of them are product of this university, and they come back and they are ready to serve us, and they are serving us. University of Gambia is very nice. It's a nice institution. If you go there, you realize that it's a good institution.
This is something that I also say all the time. The University of the Gambia is credible, because if that wasn't the case, then we wouldn't be able to proceed to other universities outside the Gambia. So I think the point you just made is a very important point. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. We really appreciate it. What is your name, gentleman?
My name is Daniel Christian Mendy.
Yeah. Daniel, talk to us about university education. How was the journey for you?
To be quite honest, it's a very, very, very hectic journey. It's a journey that you go at the end of the day. If you are a raw product, you will end up being a refined product. Indeed, it's a challenging journey. Looking at the context of an average Gambian, you realize that at the end of the day, for you to be able to achieve all that you want to achieve, there needs to be an extra effort that you will put in. At the end of the day, you realize that there is a lot of sacrifices that you need to put in place. We all know, as a Gambian, it's not easy in terms of finance, looking at the constraints that you'll face at the end of the day. Secondly, you realize that the university is not structured within one campus. So the up and down, the expenditure that is involved, you got to look at the areas whereby you need to photocopy some lectures. You look at the fact that there are some courses that are coming up and you need to have some something like devices and so stuff. In my school, it's not easy. The School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences, it's not easy.
Yeah, but congratulations. We think you guys have done well. So congratulations for going to the University of the Gambia, and I'm sure that you're looking forward to proceeding. So what next, quickly?
What next will be my studies in the area of public health. Okay. I intend to venture into that area, and it will do me a lot of good.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back, viewers. Those were interviews that I conducted right there at Q City during the graduation ceremony. And also, let's take a look at the Valedictory speech 2020. I'm so excited. There are a lot of things that he highlighted. So let's take a look at that. And when we come back, so JC is wearing two hats today. He's here as a graduate from the University of the Gambia, and also a Yali Star of Public Policy and Management, a winner for the Yali that normally takes place in Ghana, training a lot of young people in relation to leadership and other issues that concerns Africa. So we will take a look at the valedictory speech, and when we return, we take a look at JC's award. I'm so excited to discuss this.
It is my hope that this address will exactly represent the many experiences we had, the impact of university education in transforming our lives, and the great efforts and sacrifices we made throughout our academic journey. I would like to congratulate my fellow graduates on their achievement. Every graduate here deserves recognition and praise for this accomplishment. Today, we have completed the great chapter we started years ago and are ready to embark on new ones. We are caught between the excitement of our future and the joy of our memories. As graduates, our lives have been touched. Therefore, it becomes imperative that we inspire others by giving them the same hope that had been given us. Excellence should be exhibited in everything that we do. We are here today because someone somewhere gave us strength, support, also gave us knowledge, security, and love. Now is the time to give back. Now is the time to give back. Let us give back to society what the university has given to us. We must be ready to respond to the national call. Like Professor Gomez usually says, development is the sum total of our small individual contributions. It is everybody's affair. Having made it to the finishing line, we have become ambassadors of hope and agents of change for development. Therefore, I call on all to live up to the university's pledge of excellence in delivering our social and professional responsibilities, and above all, living to fulfill our institution's motto, knowledge, truth, development. The University of the Gambia, the country's citadel of learning, was built with the ultimate aim of transforming the lives of Gambians, as well as dictate the country's socio-economic trajectories for the realization of its goals especially in the areas of science and technology. Honorable Chancellor, sir, you will probably all agree with me that universities all over the world are built on the core values and principles of knowledge production and dissemination through research and service to society. In order to achieve the ideals set by the founding fathers, the University of the Gambia needs support, technical and financial. And I implore the unreserved commitment of your leadership and that of all stakeholders in taking bold steps to make this dream a reality. The university should be seen as the hub of knowledge production and the bastion for research. We envisage a university whose graduates can stand shoulder to shoulder with other graduates from great institutions like Oxford, Harvard, Yale, Cambridge, just to mention a few. We must, therefore, be guided at all times by the principle of service to society and humanity. To the continuing students, I would like to share with you the wisdom I gained from Ralph Marston, a former US quarterback. He said, "Excellence is not a skill, it is an attitude." The American politician and retired four-star General Colin Powell succinctly puts it that excellence is not an exception, it is a prevailing attitude. This means no man ever reaches excellence in any one art or profession without having passed through the slow and painful process of study and preparation. If it is possible for me, brothers and sisters in the academic struggle, then it could most definitely be for you too. To all I say, believe in yourself. We will forever remember the beautiful days we spent together on campus. We will forever remember the lively lectures we had from our highly experienced and beloved lecturers. We thank every parent here for the support they gave us when we could not stand. Again, we thank all those who contributed to the completion of this task. We thank the university authorities for their effort in creating the enabling environment for all and sundry. You will always get the lifelong appreciation of your graduates. However, inasmuch as we appreciate your efforts in delivering to our expectations, we hope that you may consider us all. As I conclude, I leave you with this quote attributed to the British television host and writer David Frost. Don't aim for success if you want it. Just do what you love and believe in, and it will come naturally. Sometimes it pays not to worry so much about where you are ranked, but rather think about the joy you get from what you do. Thank you all, good luck, and congratulations.
Welcome back, viewers. That was the powerful valedictory speech there at the 2020 University of the Gambia graduation. Before we went for the break, I did mention that JC attended the Yali in 2019 and he was able to bag an award. Congratulations. We are so proud of you. I think having to study economics and public administration and having an award in that discipline, it's something that is really exciting. So how do you feel when you got this award? How did you feel?
I feel like on top of the moon. I was really very excited to having represented not only myself but an entire nation, the Gambia, and they actually gave me a nickname, the Gambia.
The Gambia.
Yeah, so it was something that was really good to know that I have worked very hard, and as a team we were very exemplary, even in Ghana, and then a lot of people, even lecturers, when they were given examples, they would like citing examples of the Gambia. And so I'm really honored and humbled and happy to receive this award.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think made you stand out from every other person? Because I mean, getting this award is because you stood out in relation to certain things.
Yes.
So what made you stand out as an individual?
I think it's you being able to show some traits of leadership.
Yeah.
And it is not only in class, it is even outside class, even in the dining hall, even in the way you handle your team. I was actually the team leader for Gambia.
Yes, I can remember.
And so they also looked at this had to do with my class and generally with activities that were ongoing. So in my class, I did contribute a lot, and my contributions based on my studies at UTG, so I was able to contribute meaningfully towards policy discussions. What makes a policy a good policy? What leads to a policy becoming a default policy, wherein government must have come up with a policy, and at the end of the day, people don't adhere to that policy. For example, this anti-littering act, it's a policy that government has put in place, but you still go about around West, we see people taking taking it very lightly, and somebody will just take cafe tuba and just throw the cup over and there, and I get mad. So these are issues that we discussed, and out of it, I was actually honored. And what was so interesting was that this did not come from the lecturers themselves.
Okay.
It was the participants in the big hall. They said, okay, who would you nominate for this award? And I was really, really surprised that my name
all of them
out.
Nominated you.
Yes.
And I think that is a good way of selecting somebody for an award.
Yes.
It's not about the ones who are sitting out there, but people that you're working with.
Definitely.
Those are the people who tend to realize how good or bad you are.
Definitely.
And I'm glad that you got this award, represented the Gambia well. And I know this is not the only award as well. I think somebody else got another one. Who's that?
Abubakar also got the Early Star for civic engagement and management.
Yeah, we all know his efforts here when it comes to supporting children. I observed that he does a lot of that.
Yes.
So I think you guys did extremely well. So I know one or two people will be watching out there who would want to also attend the Yali in Ghana. That is the next cohort that is happening.
Yes.
So what tips would you give them?
All I can tell you is that just go and be yourself, and make sure you do what you're required to do, and work very hard. Participate in class. You have gone there to receive a training. Don't go do otherwise. Stick to whatever you have been given, and you see naturally that whatever that is in you comes out. And once that happens, and people are watching, people are going to observe, and when they observe, you are definitely going to have your stage to shine. And I will tell you that you need to believe in yourself, believe in your capabilities, and believe that you can achieve anything you want to achieve, even in Ghana. And I can only tell you again that you would be the only limitations to the capacity that you can ever reach to. So I just want to wish those who are selected a very good luck, and remember, you will definitely be representing Gambia and representing your family and yourself. And I am very optimistic that Gambians always stand
something.
out. Yes.
I think there's one point that you just made to me. That point is very important. That is, as an individual, don't force it.
Yes.
It comes natural. Don't force it. Whenever you force it, you make a mistake in whatever you're doing. You have your talent, you have your potential. It's in you, no matter what. It has to come out. You have to vomit it, no matter what. But the moment you force something that is not in you, you're mistaking and you're going to miss your lane. So to me, I think the point that you just made is a very, very brilliant point. So due to time constraints, JC, where do you wish to see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I want to have a master's in climate change economics.
Okay.
And I want to be a husband.
Oh, he wants to be a husband.
So these two. And
JC, are you opening applications in my program?
I am not. You asked in the next 5 years.
Yes.
So it's in the 5 years period. But this is what I want to see myself. And I also want to be a very excellent policymaker.
Okay.
Yes.
Very excellent policymaker. A husband and a master's degree.
Yes.
Okay, but husband, it seems, came first. But we wish you well, and we hope that you'll be able to achieve all of these things in the next 5 years.
Yes.
We're so excited. And I know, considering the kind of individual you are, this is not the only program that we will have together. We will follow your progress, because normally when you come to Youth Dialogue and you say that, man, lila buga achieve that, then they follow that for sets. So in the next few years, then I know we will check if you are a husband or not.
Okay.
So thank you so much. You can give your final words before we leave here.
I would just want to say thank you for this opportunity for hosting me in Youth Dialogue. And I am a keen follower of this program.
Okay, give us recommendations then.
Yes, and I think you're doing pretty well. but the Wolof would say, "Nu fas dawa dawa dawa." Funga
Fonga.
yoka si yar rek,
Wow.
mugana jem kanam.
Wow.
And I also want to say, this is a program that we as Gambians need to follow, and we're going to definitely learn a lot from this. And it's a platform for young people, and young people should definitely continue doing what they are doing. And if you say you love Gambia, make sure you love Gambia in all your doings, in all your character, and represent Gambia very well. I think the current situation in around our country is not actually helping. We have systems that are put in place, and us as young people, we need to follow those systems. And when these systems would fail, we would have to pay dearly for this. And I just want to encourage everybody to have the love for Gambia and put Gambia first at all times. And when this happens, it's going to naturally flow, and we will definitely succeed as a people.
Yeah.
And thank you again.
Yeah, thank you so much. I am so excited to have you. I think you deserve a handshake.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. So viewers, we are going to take a short break. So when we return, we wrap it up. Viewers, that is all we have for you in this edition of the Youth Dialogue. But before I take a leave, just to give special thanks to Walking Together Shoes. They're located along Caraba Avenue. They have shoes as nice as this, or even better. Their numbers are right in front of the screen. Take it, call them, and I know they will actually satisfy all of your needs. Don't forget to connect with us on our different social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Give us your recommendations. We'll pen them down, if not even implement them. So till I come your way next week with other young people doing extremely well across the country, stay tuned.